Hi, this is Josh Clark with this week's episode of Be Your Best. Today I want to talk about the power of your thoughts. Why? Because just as you are what you eat, even so you are what you think on. As a man thinketh, even so he becometh. And to prove the importance of what you allow in your mind, what you think on, I want to share with you a study that was done by Dr. Jack Haskins, a professor at the University of Tennessee. And he did a 12-year study. He had two groups. One group, he gave just 5 minutes of negative news. Just 5 minutes. Negative news from the news cycle. And in the other group, he gave positive news. And it was interesting, at the end of 12 years, he concluded 4 things with the group that got the negative news. First, they were more depressed. Surprise, right? They viewed the world as a more negative place. They were less likely to help others. And finally, they believed that the negative things that they heard and saw would happen to them. Now, this just proves the point that your thoughts really do determine your emotions, and your emotions determine your actions. And so what you think on today is who you will become tomorrow, next year, 5 years from now. You see, you are, whether you like it or not, a direct result of your thought life. So what is your thought life? I want to challenge you to heed these verses that have encouraged me in Philippians 4, 8, and 9. Paul said, "Finally, my brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, just, pure, lovely, of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things." And he goes on to say that if you do this, if you think on these things, then the God of peace shall be with you. Now, do you want the God of peace with you? Do you want the God of peace in your home, with your family? I know that I do. And so here's the challenge. To control, the most important decision you'll make is what you allow in your mind every day. How do you start your day? I would encourage you to spend at least 5 minutes giving thanks for the things that you have in your life. I like to spend at least 15 minutes reading the scriptures and praying. And if I spend at least 15 minutes or more, I find that it changes the outcome of my day. It just gets me off to the right start. And then when you get in the car, what do you turn your dial to? What are you listening to on the radio? What are you allowing to come in your mind, even subconsciously? Because it will determine, it will affect your day, it will affect your career. And then finally, when you get home, what are you watching on the television? You know, we don't have cable in our home. I don't have time to compete, to even watch it, let alone the negativity that comes in. And then finally, when you lay your head on the pillow, do you take a moment to think of one thing that you're thankful for that day? I want to challenge you to do that. And then I like to spend at least 15 minutes reading. I like to control how I end my day. And reading something positive, something that's going to encourage me, teach me something new before I turn the lights out at night. And if you do these things, I'm telling you, the quality of input will determine the quality of your output. It will change your life. And so I want to challenge you, if this has encouraged you, I want to ask you, please share this with your friends and family. And together, you and I, we really can be a catalyst to change the world, one person at a time. And now I want to challenge you, go out there and make it a great week. God bless.